Hello YouTube friends and family, this is Vanessa and I just wanted to share a new palette that I recently purchased with you, and that's the Cargo Northern Lights palette. I kind of like the Cargo brand. I have about 4 of the palettes by Cargo, and one of them I didn't really care for so much, and that was Shanghai Nights, but as I used it more and more, I began to like it more and more. I didn't think that the color payoff was good. The problem I was having with that is when I was swatching it with my finger, I wasn't getting really like a good swatch on my finger, and so I'm thinking that there's not good color payoff. But then when I actually dipped the brush in the colors, I got lots of color on the brush, and the palette is just fine, really. My main concern was the blue color in that palette, in that particular palette, because it seemed like it, you know, would get hard pan when it gets that like film over the top of it and you can't get any color. But once I used a brush, it works just fine. So the Shanghai Nights palette is pretty good. And now I'm going to show you the Northern Lights. I missed out on this one at Ulta, but I was able to find it online on an eBay website, and I'll put an annotation of the website because I can't think of the name of it right now, if you're interested in going there and taking a look at anything that they have. But here are the colors, and I'll just hold that there so you can get a good gander. Today I used Aurora and Glacier. There's Aurora and there's Glacier. That's what I used on my eyes today. What did I use up at the top? Oh, I used Iceland. Just a little bit of Iceland up at the brow bone, because as you can see it's very white, so I didn't want to use too much of that, but just I wanted a little bit of brightness up at the brow bone. But there is Iceland, and so it looks kind of chalky. I want to swatch a few of these colors for you, because, like I said, I do like this palette. I love Cargo products, and I wish that Ulta didn't discontinue selling them in the stores. But their palettes, to me, are very nice. It comes with a brush, a dual-ended brush, one with a fluffy blender side and one with a more detailed side to it. So that's nice, and the brush feels pretty good. It's not too flimsy. One that you feel like you could actually get some use out of. The case is this little leatherette case, you know, it's, I should say, pleatherette, that's supposed to look like some type of animal skin, maybe snake skin or something. It's a cardboard palette. Nothing fancy about the palette. It's their normal. Something happened with this in shipping though, but I didn't want to be bothered with sending it back, and I don't know if you can see that dent that's in it right there, and it actually went all the way through. But it didn't damage the product, so I didn't bother with trying to send it back. And I don't want to blind you with the mirror, but there's a problem right there. You see where it came through? Yeah, it got dented all the way through. But like I said, it didn't damage the product. So this first row, let's see, we got Polar, Lapland, Aurora, Iceland, Caspian Sea, and Arctic. So let's go with Polar, Lapland, Aurora. I already showed you Iceland, so we'll get Caspian Sea. And I will swatch all of these on the back of my hand for you. I have Aurora on, which is the pink color. And let's see. This is going to be a good place. So, can y'all see that pretty good? I hope you can. They're nicely pigmented. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Not kind of, very happy with it. So this, what is that, Caspian? No, Lapland. Lapland looks like it needs to be built up a little bit, but it does have nice color payoff. You just got to build it up. You see that one right there? And now it's got a nice color. So that's like the first 5 there. Where did my paper towel go? So I can dry my hand and show you some other colors. Now I'm going to show you Arctic from the top row. And Arctic is... you can barely see that on me. It's kind of close to my color, so... I guess I could use that as a... well, when you build it, now you can see it, I'm sure. That would be good as a crease color, right? Not a crease color. What do you call it? Transition color. So that's Arctic. Now I'm going to go down to this bottom row here and show you these. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. F-J-O-R-D. I should have looked it up. Googled it. Glacier, Finland, Austria, Reindeer, and Greenland. Is that just plain Ford and the J is silent? I don't know. But here we go. Ford, Glacier. Ooh, Glacier is so pretty. Finland. That's probably why I picked it today. Ooh, Finland's kind of hard. I'm not getting any color payoff from Finland. That looks like that's going to be one that you got to use a brush for. So I'm going to try that out and let you see right here that I'm rubbing Finland and it's very hard. Not getting any color from it. It's right there on that finger. So let's rub these on the back of my hand here. You see them there? This Ford color is kind of, I was going to say it's chalky. It just needs a little building. And I'm going to try to give Finland another chance here and build it. But it looks like it doesn't build. All the rest of them do. So that's the Ford, the Glacier, the Finland, and Austria. Did I say? I think I'm pronouncing it right. Osetra? Osetra. O-S-E-T-R-A. Osetra. Okay, so that's what they look like, and I hope you all are getting a good look at that. And I'm going to try a brush with Finland to see if it's doing the same thing as one of the, and I'm just going to use this. I don't think that's got anything on it. Let me just brush it on this paper towel and make sure. Just this little flat, I don't know what kind of brush it is. But just to dig in here a little bit into Finland and see if we can get some color. I'm going to show you here. In the back of my hand, you know, it's just been wiped with a wipe. I have no lotion or anything like that on it, so there's nothing for it to stick to, nothing for it to adhere to. It got a little bit more payoff with the brush, so I think that's going to be the deal with Finland. You're definitely going to need a brush to, it's not one that you can put your finger in. So you see? And I think I'm going to wet my hand over here on that side. I don't want to wet the shadow because that gives it that hard look also. And run the brush around in there a few times. So wet, it looks like you get an even more payoff. There is Finland wet, and there's Finland dry. So Finland needs just a little bit of help showing up, but that's okay, because at least it did work with a brush, so I'm happy with that. And then the last two are Reindeer and Greenland, so let's give these a try. And Reindeer is a matte. Don't really care for matte shadows, Reindeer is not showing up on my hand at all. Here's reindeer on my finger, but it is not showing up on the back of my hand right there. Okay, in Greenland, Greenland definitely needs a little building, and you got to really work it in to the skin. So that's one that you're going to be doing that windshield wiper motion with to get it to show up. But it's definitely there and definitely green. Reindeer, all the rubbing in the world, is not making that one show up on my hand. Let's give reindeer a try with the brush. Let's find another brush over here. I'm going to use this one right here. And get in here and get some of reindeer on the brush. Yeah, reindeer needs a brush. Okay, so you do get more product when you use the brush, but it just doesn't show up on my skin. Okay, now I'm going to wet the other side of my hand here and see if we can get some reindeer to show up. Nope, it's just not the color for my skin. Maybe with a base under it or something like that. But there is reindeer wet and reindeer dry, which you can't even see. And this is reindeer again, right here. And that was the Greenland. That showed up very well. So, all in all, I'm pretty happy with this palette. Like I said, I got a couple colors here that aren't showing up very, very well, but with help, Finland will show up, and just cleaning up the palette there. With help, Finland will show up, and I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do with reindeer unless a base, like a white base or something, on my eye first helps it to show up. But other than that, that is it. That's my quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you also have this palette and like it, don't like it, share some feedback with me. If there's anything you think I could do to make reindeer pop on my eyes, then definitely share some feedback with me. And thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.